Welcome to the Ryoko Show, the podcast that inspires and empowers you to create the life you truly love. Today, we are diving deep into the topic of identity and the role it plays in our lives. Our identities influence our behaviors and impact our ability to create the changes we desire. Often we identify ourselves through external roles and labels, like being a parent, spouse, employee, or entrepreneur, or through our physical appearance, emotions, thoughts, possessions, and beliefs. Anything we say after I am becomes part of our identity. These labels act as maps, guiding us through life and shaping our sense of self and place in our society, often unconsciously. But we are not our roles, thoughts, body, emotions, or beliefs. We have roles, thoughts, bodies, emotions, and beliefs, and they are not static. We have a choice to let go of outdated labels and embrace our authentic selves. This leads to clear intentions and a more fulfilling life. When I lived in Mexico, people often ask me why Japanese people work so hard and why people who retired feel lost and sometimes even depressed after leaving their job. To them, retirement seemed like a chance to relax with loved ones and enjoy their free time doing whatever they wanted, like traveling or pursuing new hobbies. In Japan, the generation that experienced long-term employment felt that company and their colleagues were like family because they have spent their entire lives there and with their colleagues more than with their family. Back then, it was very common to work at the same company for decades. So when they retire, it's like they've lost a piece of themselves, a place where they belonged, and experienced a profound sense of loss. For me, it was quite the opposite. I feel uncomfortable identifying myself solely with a job. When I immigrated to Canada in 2012, I decided to settle down in Montreal because I wanted to study French. And I went to French language school for new immigrants. There, I met many people like me, newcomers, and every time we engaged in small talk, I introduced myself, talked about my family and my reason for coming to Canada, and of course, my job. Many of the people I met were engineers, lawyers, or accountants back in their home countries, and they proudly introduced themselves with their job titles. But deep down, I always told myself that my job is not my identity, and I didn't see myself as defined by my job, or at least that's what I thought at that time. And fast forward almost 10 years, I experienced an identity crisis. Part of me wanted to pursue my dreams, but my long-held identity kept me telling me, like, you are an employee. You can't be on your own. You don't have any skills or experience to pursue your dream. You can't travel around the world and make an impact. I remember crying while I was learning from transformational leaders about personal development, transformation, thinking, wow, I wish I could do that. I want to make a difference and do something more meaningful with my life. But I'm an employee, so I can never be on my own. I don't have what it takes because I was so tied to my identity being an employee. I was so scared to step into the unknown. Then I learned this concept of disidentifying yourself with external labels like societal roles, jobs, emotions, thoughts, and even your physical appearance. So I realized that we are more than these layers of identity. I remember feeling a sense of lightness and freedom. Have you ever noticed that underlying all these identities, emotions, thoughts, there is a conscious awareness, observing everything we say, think, and feel. There is this silent observer within us, quietly witnessing our lives unfold. Identifying with that conscious awareness brings a deeper understanding of ourselves. Our emotions then becomes signals from this higher self guiding us along our path. Feeling joy, peace, gratitude, and love indicates that we are on the right track, aligned with the life we want to live. But emotions like anger, sadness, fear, guilt serves as indicators that we may have strayed from that path. By tuning into these emotions, joy, peace, love, and gratitude, we can course correct and realign ourselves with our true desires. Whatever we focus on, it magnifies. Where focus goes, energy flows. Whatever we identify with, our minds wants to stay consistent with that thing that we identify with. So if you want to make changes in life, it's important to let go of the labels you've been putting on yourself based on false beliefs, like I'm not smart, I'm not good enough, or I'm not confident. In my case, I'm an employee. When we embrace our authentic identity and connect ourselves with who we truly are, we experience a profound sense of liberation and fulfillment. We all have potential and inner power to create the life we want. We are the writers of our life script and the captain of our own ship. When we embrace our true selves and the power to create our lives, we no longer feel the need to conform to external standards or suppress parts of ourselves to fit in, or feel like a victim to external factors or current circumstances. Instead, we live in alignment with our values and passions, allowing our true selves to shine through. Achieving our goals and creating the life we desire requires our present identity to align with our future self, who is already living the dream life. But when there is a mismatch in identity, it can feel frustrating and discouraging. Using tools like visualization and setting plans can help, but it's not enough because humans are wired to stay consistent with their identity. So we need to update what we identify with. For example, imagine someone dreams of becoming a successful artist. They pictured their future self as a famous painter, and with their artworks displayed in galleries and admired by people everywhere. But if they still see themselves as not very good at art or doubt their talent, it can be hard for them to take the steps needed to make their dream a reality. So matching our identity to our future self is a crucial step to take. With our identities aligned with our future selves, it's time to bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to be. So let's talk about how we can bring the future into the present moment and start living the life we desire right here, right now. Today, if you were future self, what kind of words would you use? How would you treat yourself? What would you wear? What kind of daily habits would you have? How would you live in this current moment? You can start being that future self who has already achieved what you want to achieve and live the life you want to live. You're bringing the future into the present. To bridge the gap between our present and future selves, we need to embody the qualities and behaviors of the person we aspire to become starting right now. This involves acting as if we have already achieved our goals and living our lives in alignment with our vision. Practical techniques like affirmation, visualizations, and role-playing can help us integrate our future identity into our present reality. By consistently engaging in these practices, we reinforce our commitment to our goals and cultivate the mindset and habits necessary for our success. For example, If you aspire to be an artist, fully embrace that identity is the key. Begin by setting up a dedicated workspace that inspires creativity. Consistent practice is essential, with scheduled time allocated to honing skills and exploring new techniques. Seeking inspiration from various sources like take a walk in the nature and art galleries. By immersing yourself in these practices, you'll start embody your future self now, bringing your future aspiration into the present moment. Our identity is multi-faced aspects of who we are, shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and aspirations. By understanding and embracing our true identity, we can unlock our full potential and live a life by aspirations. By understanding and embracing our true identity, we can unlock our full potential and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Through aligning our goals and habits with our identity, embracing our authentic selves, and bridging the gap between our present and future selves, we can create the life that's in harmony with our deepest desires and values. And ultimately, by connecting with our inner selves and honing our true identity, we empower ourselves to live authentically and manifest our dreams into reality. So let us embrace our identity, trust in our inner wisdom, and embark on the journey of self-discovery and growth with confidence and purpose. So to recap, our identity plays a significant role in shaping our lives and influencing how we perceive ourselves, the world around us. But we are more than just our societal roles, jobs, emotions, bodies, and thoughts. By disidentifying with these external factors and aligning ourselves with our true essence, we can experience a profound sense of liberation and fulfillment. By embodying the qualities and behaviors of the person we aspire to become, starting now, we integrate our future identity into our present reality and bring our dreams into present moment. This way, we unlock our full potential and manifest the life we truly desire. So, one thing you can do is start noticing what you're identifying with every day and take notes and ask yourself, does this identity serve me or keep me in the old story? If it doesn't serve you, it's time to let it go and embrace the qualities of your future self. So the important thing is your awareness. Notice what you're identifying with and ask yourself. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked the episode, please subscribe, rate, and review. And if you haven't already, go to the show note and grab the free guide to transform your life. And this free guide is specifically talks about how you can disidentify and embrace your new identity. Until next time, keep shining.